Welcome, I'm David,
I'm Lindsay,
and this is Desmond's Donders.
At the end of the public road, Glen Affric opens up and you are surrounded by the mountains. The wild land is home to golden eagles, mountain hares and red deer. Autumn and winter are the best times to see the deer when they come down from the hills to find shelter and feed on the bark and young saplings. In the past, wolves helped to keep these delicate balances between the deer and the trees. Now, we see fences trying to do the jobs of the wolves. Often described as the most beautiful glen in Scotland, Glen Affric contains the third largest area of ancient Caledonian woodland. As well as lochs, moorland and mountains, the area is a Caledonian Forest Reserve, a national scenic area and a national nature reserve, as well as holding several other conservative designations. Scots pine trees first colonised the area after the last ice age, 10,000 to 8,000 years ago. Currently, the oldest trees in the area are the gnarled granny pines that are the survivors of generations of felling. The low populations of sheep and deer, and in the early 1950s the Forestry Commission found that very few of the trees survived because regrowth was hampered by unnaturally high populations. In the 50s, the Forestry Commission found that very few of the remaining pines were less than 100 years old. Initially, the Commission reforested the area with non-native species such as Sitka and lodgepole pine, as well as Scots pine from local seeded stocks. Since the 80s, management priorities have shifted and non-native conifers have been felled and removed from most of the glen, alongside the removal of other non-native trees and bushes such as rhododendron. Glen Affric was part of the lands of the Clan Chisholm and the Clan Fraser of Lowett from the 15th to mid-19th centuries. By the early 15th century, Lord Lovat had passed the lands to his son, who in turn passed it to his son, William. Thomas Chisholm, Laird of Strathglass, was imprisoned for being a Catholic. By the 18th century, the title deeds of Glen Affric had been a source of feuding, with the Battle of Glen Affric taking place in 1721. Most of the glen was bought by the Forestry Commission in 1951. The glen is part of the Affric-Bewley hydroelectric scheme constructed by the North of Scotland Hydro Board. Loch Mullaghdaich in the neighbouring Glencannick is also dammed and used in the scheme. There is more information to be had in the description of the video, but for now I'm going to leave you in peace and we're going to see Glen Affric and part of the glen leading from Glen Affric from the air. Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.